Okay. You gotta hear the 808 that I hear right now. That 808's ridiculous. Goes like this. You ready? Check it. Yeah. Hey yo, Toronto couldn't handle flows, so I left that. But wait a minute, now I miss the love. Yo, I want it back. I learned a lesson. Never underestimate your home base. I moved out of town cause I was starving in the first place. Hungry and I'm thirsty. To conquer more is my fate. But shit, I got it for you. I miss you, screw face. I scream aloud from the top of the tower. The tower's over domes, homes, and the water is clouded. It's like our minds when we doubted lands forefathers founded. I know we all from somewhere else, but Canada's where we planted. That means we plant seeds for right reasons. We teasing on tracks. Arithmetic, gotta give him for that. I thank you for that. Chance to exhale and react to my surroundings. Been surrounded by the demons and bats. Egos are whack. It's male pride, keep it intact. So I be pussyfooting around this man whore they call rap. But fuck all that. It's time for the rage and the facts. You wouldn't see me like you left early and I'm the third act. I could be naked, rapping, dancing, spins head on my back. It don't matter. DJs be like, females sound whack. That goes for A&Rs, VPs, CEOs that make decisions. We all pigeons and dykes to them cats. And that's a fact that I can get with. In the past was defensive, but now I spit the truth to those who notice and they live it. My flow's exquisite, your heroes, they dig it. It's more to this than cheddar, still I'm lacking dairy products. Steady eating garbage from preschool to college. I graduated, yeah, time to make these dollars. And that's honest, from my mind to yours. Yo, there's more to me, but you ain't looking for.
Okay. I hear the crowd screaming on that one.
There
That's
was
nuts.
a lot of different things going on in that verse.
It's nuts.
It basically dealt with me moving from Toronto to New York, why I made that move, what I discovered when I moved, that cats ain't really feeling female MCs anyways, before they even listen to them. That line that I said where I say, DJ say, I don't feel female sound whack, that I wasn't making that up. Literally, in record pool meetings, in A&R meetings, people have come back and told me that's what was said before, my music was even on the table. So, so that was just me basically going through what I experienced when I first moved here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit was ferocious.
Thank you.
We were talking off camera about, the 9 to 5 versus the 5 to 9. 9 to 5 is, of course, what brings in the dough, and the 5 to 9 is, as always, the passion. So, I guess talk a little bit about your kind of journey in dealing with all that, and how you got to where you're at, and where you could just be like, fuck it, music is it for me right now.
Music is, I'm a contract worker right now, meaning all I do is music, and I work on contract to contract. So there's certain months where the money comes in, there's other months where no money comes in, and you need to have that money stretched for those months.
Right.
But I officially just do music now, which is a beautiful thing, and really it's just about believing in God, because you don't know where your money's coming in every day. I'm an independent artist, like this is the deal. But that's why I did this. I walked down the street. People always ask me, they're like, who's your favorite rapper? And I thought I'd make it really apparent to you guys today as to who my favorite rapper is. Because people get really confused. So,
yep. Who's your favorite rapper?
I'm going to kill him. But yeah, we rocked, I sell the shirts. I just came back from touring overseas where we sold a whole gang of shirts. People buy t-shirts more than they buy music these days. I'm like, here, you want like a soundtrack for the t-shirt? Here's a soundtrack. It's me. But, but yeah, so it's the hustle. Okay. Everybody knows about it.
All right, very good. Well, I guess talk a little bit about the tour then, because that seems like, you mentioned that a couple times.
I've toured 3 continents. I've toured Europe 3 times, and the last time I toured Europe was with Bahamadia, Roxanne Shante, Invincible, and a whole DJ Shorty, who's an insane turntablist, and a whole bunch of other people that are really talented. And it was the best tour I've ever been on. And the first tour I've been on with just ladies, so I was nervous. Ladies can be a little bit territorial, but we weren't at all. It was like a beautiful family. Sounds mushy and too good to be true, but it absolutely was mushy and too good to be true. So yeah, no, it was awesome, and I came back just being stronger in my conviction that my favorite rapper wears a skirt, and that we're here to do it. So,
what are your future projects?
Yeah, that's the most important part to an MC, you know that? Nah, I'm working on
What's next?
Yeah, I'm working on my 4th album with Moss, which obviously I'm really excited about. If you don't know who Moss is, he's officially Primo's new production partner.
Wow.
Signed, inked, all that. So you'll be hearing a lot of him on major label projects. He did Ghostface Kilos. So me and Moss are 75% done. We got Joel Ortiz on the album. We got
Beastin'.
Yeah, we got Reef the Lost Cause on the album, and we have a whole bunch of other big names that I won't say yet until I know it's official. But yeah, some beautiful collabs on there. I'm about to tour the U.S. hopefully with Chesney, with my DJ. Yeah, hopefully mid next year, 09.
Okay.
Hitting Australia and Papua New Guinea. I'm just gonna swing by and see what's up to M Phases.
Right.
Hopefully, these are the plans. I'm
maybe scoop some beats. You never know.
Yes, maybe do an album when I'm out there.
All right, so I've asked this question to numerous.
Who? I want to know who they are.
They're unnamed at this point in time.
Oh, boo.
But they're a few major label artists and a couple other indie cats and stuff. The basic question is that being a female in hip hop, you're faced with stereotypes that come from years and years of just whatever, like whether it's the culture, the music, the media, etc. In your mind and in your eyes and how you've kind of seen your own journey, like how do you kind of deal with that, and how do you separate the two? Even just platonic friendships, everything like that, like how do you kind of deal with it all?
It's really complex because a part of you wants to just be like, I'm an MC, I'm skilled, stop trying to make it about gender, it's not about that, so you want to kind of avoid the topic, and at the same time you can't avoid the topic because obviously I dress like a woman, obviously I don't look like your typical kind of stereotypical what people assume an MC is to look like, whatever that is. So it's an issue that I face every day, whether I want to face it or not. So then I do start talking about it, like this verses that I spit for you. I do mention what I'm going through as a woman. So the whole thing about hanging out with dudes in the business because all there is dudes in the business, and then people assuming that you must be something more than friends with them just because you're hanging out with them. I noticed when I moved to the U.S. that my gender played a larger role than back home in Canada. So I started rapping about it more because it was thrown in my face more. But there are other places where literally it's like they just put you on the bill with other good MCs. They put you on a track with other good MCs. And that's what I try and do. So when I make my actual music, whether it be on stage, in the booth, whatever, I'm trying to align myself with people that I feel are on the same skill level as me, whether that be producer, beatboxing wise, or MCing wise. I got tracks with people that I feel like Torre, like Reef the Lost Cause, Halix C from Anomalies, I feel Invincible, male, female. So basically I'm trying to align myself with people, period, so that at one point people can play songs with me on them and, and their greats are on them, their favorite male MCs are on them, and they can be like, oh, they're equal, there's no difference, there's, and that's basically in the end what I'm trying to do when it comes to showcasing that it's not just about the fact that I'm female. But will I rhyme about topics that men can't rhyme about because I'm a woman? Definitely. I have a narrative that most male MCs that you've interviewed for this don't have, just because they don't go through my experience, because they don't, they have a penis, not a vagina. So my narrative and my voice is important.
Right.
But more than any of that, it's important just to be dope, period.
Yeah. Have you, has there been, low moments where you've just kind of been, hella frustrated with, everything? Like,
I want to hang myself? Yeah, I want to kill myself? Yeah, hip-hop is not very nice to the ladies at all, in general, stereotypically.
Well, talk on it. I mean, what should guys be doing that, they're not?
This is the thing. I feel like when it comes to misogyny and sexism, people don't even admit that they have a little bit of that in themselves yet to know how to battle it, to know how to stop doing it on a daily basis. So what's considered normal in the hip-hop industry is things that I would consider sexist or misogynist. And when I have spoken up about it, I've been burned at the stake. We won't talk about that. But but yeah, basically if I was to point out every time somebody does something that's kind of ignorant because of my gender on a daily basis, I would be running around every day complaining. So I don't do that. But at the same time, I think it'll take a lot, it'll take years and some serious awareness for dudes to even know when they're saying things or doing things that are inappropriate, because a lot of times I don't even think they know. And that's a whole other issue. Maybe my next tour will be, I don't know, gender etiquette in hip-hop. But for now, this is what it is.
All right.